Every morning you wake up, you check your phone, you drink coffee, you drive the same route to work, you eat the same food, you get angry at the same things, you fall for the same patterns again and again, and you think you are making these choices? Here is the truth that will shock you. Neuroscientists have discovered that 95% of your life is controlled by a part of your brain that you do not even know exists. Only 5% is your conscious mind, the part that thinks, I should go to the gym. The other 95%? It is already decided that you will not go. Welcome to today's audiobook summary. Today we are diving deep into the book that reveals why you are not really in control. Let us begin. Part 1. The iceberg. Imagine a massive iceberg floating in the ocean. What do you see? Just the tip, maybe 10% of it. But below the water, there is a gigantic mountain of ice, 90% of it hidden beneath the surface. Your brain is exactly like this iceberg. The tip above water is your conscious mind. This is the part that makes decisions, sets goals, and tells itself, I will change today. But below the water, that is your subconscious mind. And here's the scary part. The iceberg does not float however it wants. The hidden part controls where the entire thing goes. The tiny tip just follows along. That is you. That is your life. You think you are steering, but something else is driving. Part 2. Where does this 95% come from? Let me ask you a question. When you were a child, did someone teach you how to tie your shoes? Yes. You learned it, you practiced it, and now you do it without thinking. Your fingers just move. Your conscious mind does not say, okay, now make a loop, now wrap it around. This is called a habit. Your brain does this to save energy. It takes things you do again and again, and it moves them downstairs, into the basement, into the 95%. Now here's the problem. Most of what is in your 95% today, you did not choose. When you were 5 years old, you saw your parents argue about money. Your brain recorded it. Money causes fights. Now you are 30 years old. You have a good job. But every time you look at your bank account, you feel anxious. You do not know why. That feeling is coming from the 95%. When you were 12, someone made fun of you for speaking in class. Your brain recorded it. Speaking is dangerous. Now you are an adult. You have great ideas at work. But when the boss asks for opinions, you stay silent. You think you are being shy. No. Your 95% is protecting you from a danger that no longer exists. This is how 95% of your life is being controlled by a ghost. By data that is old. By programs you never installed. Part 3. The 5% trap. Here is what most people do. They wake up on January 1st and say, this year I will change. They use their 5% conscious mind. They make a plan, they feel motivated, and then February comes, and they are back to the same old life. Why? Because the 5% is weak. It is like a small boat with a tiny motor. The 95% is like a giant ocean current. The boat can fight for a while, but eventually the current wins. This is why you cannot think your way to change. You cannot tell yourself, I will eat healthy, while your 95% still believes that pizza is comfort. You cannot tell yourself, I will wake up early, while your 95% still believes that sleep is safety. The 95% does not listen to words. It listens to repetition. It listens to feeling. It listens to identity. If your 95% believes you are not a morning person, you will never wake up early, no matter how many alarms you set. Part 4. How to rewire the... So what do? How do we change? The answer is not more motivation. The answer is reprogramming. Think of your brain like a computer. The 5% is the screen. The 95% is the hard drive. You can click on the screen all day, but if the hard drive has a virus, nothing changes. Here are 3 ways to reprogram. Number 1. Small wins. The 95% learns through proof. If you want to become a gym person, do not try to work out for 1 hour. That is too big. The 95% will reject it. Instead, put on your shoes. Just shoes. Do that for 1 week. The 95% will say, okay, this is safe. Then add 1 push-up. Slowly, the 95% updates its belief. Number 2. Environment. The 95% is lazy. It looks for the easiest path. If there are chips on your counter, your 95% will eat chips. If your phone is next to your bed, your 95% will scroll. You do not need willpower. You need to make the right path the easy path. Number 3. Identity shifts. Do not say, I am quitting smoking. Say, I am not a smoker. Do not say, I am trying to be healthy. Say, I am a healthy person. The 95% believes what you repeat. Repeat the right story. Here is the beautiful part. When you reprogram the 95%, life becomes easy. Right now, you fight yourself every day. Part of you wants to work. Part of you wants to watch Netflix. That fight is exhausting, but when the 95% is on your side, you do not have to force yourself to work. You just work. You do not have to force yourself to eat healthy. You just eat healthy. You do not have to force yourself to go to the gym. You just go. This is what successful people have figured out. They do not have more willpower than you. They have better programs running in the 95%. Their iceberg is pointed in the right direction. So the tip just flows. So let me ask you again. Look at that stick figure. Is it really you making the choices, or is it the 95% you never see? Today, take a moment. Ask yourself, what programs are running in my basement? What beliefs did I install when I was 5, 12, 18? Are they still true? Or are they just ghosts? The good news is this. You can rewrite the code. It takes time. It takes patience. But it is possible. If you enjoyed this summary, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe for more book summaries that actually change your life. Your 95% is listening right now. Make sure it hears the right things. See you in the next video.